Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Welcome to the Braxton Beats. Glad you guys are here. I did announce earlier that it is a new start time of 2 p.m. Starting today. So thank you all for joining us. Really excited about my guest today. It is her first time on the Braxton Beat, and we are waiting to get her on here, so give it one moment. By the way, oh, there she is. How do I join? She's so cute. I'm just going to invite her. It worked. Everyone, please give it up for Peyton Royce.
I worked it out. I'm here. Hi.
Every week. It's every week. It's like a tutorial to everyone who comes on the Braxton Beat. Oh my gosh, Matt Camp, co-host of The Bump, just said, "Orange, you glad you have Peyton Royce on the Braxton Beat?" That's lame, Matt. Stupid
I was
pun.
wear an orange shirt too.
Oh, you should have. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I love that we're like doing Instagram, even though we probably only live 15, 20 minutes away from each other.
I know. We could have done this in person.
We should have done that maybe next time. But
Okay.
thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Just wanted to chat. A lot of things have changed over the last week, especially. You are now officially on Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
And you are no longer a part of a tag team.
Oh, I know. It's just, life is changing and it's happening very quickly, and I'm trying to keep up with it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I just want to talk about that. I don't know how much you even want to talk about it because I'm sure you're still processing the fact that for the first time in 5 years,
Yeah.
you and Billie Kay are not a team. Like, yeah, I know there's a lot of emotions, but like in short, how do you feel right now with that?
I'm trying my hardest to I don't know what the word is. It's going to take some time for me to find my footing on my own. Even aside that we're not a tag team anymore, the fact that she's on SmackDown and I'm on Raw, we have never been on different brands. It's just going to be so strange. I've never had to be at TVs without her. She keeps me sane. She's just like my safety blanket, and I'm not gonna have that, and I'm gonna have to put on my big girl panties and work it out for myself.
And I'm sure the two of you have had conversations. I mean, I'm sure she's having a similar mindset.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, totally. So we both have our phones ready to go on Mondays and Fridays if we need anything, just emotional support, anything. So we're pretty much both working Mondays and Fridays.
Yes. Well, it's wild after looking at the draft, the amount of kind of splits that happen with tag teams. I mean, the New Day is no more, or the way, which is wild.
Yeah.
Tucker and Otis are now split up, and I know, but I think it's one thing I'm sure you've realized, and they've said the same thing, that this just means there's new opportunities for you to stand out and shine as a singles competitor.
Yeah, absolutely. The singles division is completely different to the women's tag team division, and I know it's the same for the men too, but there are so many people who I will hopefully have the opportunity to get in the ring with now that I'm in the singles division. But again, it's going to take some getting used to. Even just doing my entrance without her, it's just strange.
I know. Well, like I said, there are other women. You've got obviously the Raw Women's Champion Asuka. You have plenty of history with going back to NXT.
Yes.
You got Charlotte was drafted to Raw. Naomi.
Yes.
Alexa Bliss, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross, Lana.
Are there
any of those women in particular that you have your eye on?
I mean, Asuka's got a target on her back. She's got the gold, and she's got what I want. So, immediately I want to go after Asuka. Our division is stacked. We have such a strong women's division on Raw, and I'm very excited to be a part of it because it's just going to make me step up my game, and I'm excited for the challenges. And yeah.
Now Lana snagged an opportunity this past Monday, and Lana.
Oh, Lana, yes.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on her little tactics to Surprise? I mean, I guess it's pretty on brand for Lana, right?
Yeah, you're right. Very on brand for Lana. I don't know. I'll pay it to her, but gotta say, I'm not excited for her.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
wanted
any,
that.
of course, but there'll be more opportunities. So,
Better
oh,
be.
overall, I'm going to talk about some other stuff too. But in this new journey, I know it's bittersweet that you're no longer part. Or it's not the Iconics. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure, like in your heart, the Iconics will live on forever. That's never going
forever.
to be over. But
It's
what do
funny
you?
backstage when people see us together. Well, I guess not anymore, but they would always say former Iconics.
Oh, for never, never. Um, what are you most excited about though? You know, as far on this journey, like in your mind, what's like your maybe your personal goal or the most exciting thing that could come out of this?
Um, I think it's personal growth that I'm excited for. I think it's time for it. Billy and I have been a team by each other's side. She's been the eyes in the back of my head for the last 5.5 years. So now I have to step up and do that on my own. And I'm excited because it's going to be a period of personal growth, and I'm really excited to see, where I can get to and what I can do in this time. Again, like I said, I'm looking at Asuka, and I'm not taking my eyes off her.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for you. I'm a little bummed that you're not on SmackDown.
I
Obviously,
am too, to be
I'll
honest with you. I was hoping for a little bit of a change, but it's okay. I like Raw as well.
yeah, Ross great. Well, I was just for selfish reasons.
Oh, you
So
cutie.
I'll keep Billy Kay company. We'll keep each other company.
Yeah, I mean, she'll make you laugh. So you
Always.
bully her.
Both of you though, both of you. Well, again, I mean, best of luck. You're gonna kill it over
Thank
there on
you.
Raw. You deserve to be Raw Women's Champion. You've been Women's
Oh,
Tag Team
you're
Champion, so
so
I think
sweet.
that's next. It'll happen.
Thank you.
Well, let's chat a little bit more about you on a personal level outside of the ring.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
First off, I mean, people may or may not know this. You've been open about it, but it reminded me when you posted your adorable Instagram photo the other day in the ballet shoes. You
Yeah.
are a trained ballet dancer. For those who don't know that part of your life, talk a little bit about dance and how that
Gosh.
kind of shaped you.
Oh my gosh. Dance completely shaped my life. I danced for I want to say 15 years, something like that.
Wow.
Um, Dancing was the first thing that ever grabbed my heart. I absolutely loved it. Everything about it. It taught me so much about myself. It taught me work ethic. And so much of it I was able to translate to the ring as well. So I'm just so grateful for the years that I spent dancing. And I miss it. I miss it a lot.
Do you ever think about, I mean, obviously you are very focused on being a WWE superstar, but do you ever think about getting back into it?
Yeah,
You know,
I want to just take classes, but really there's not really anywhere in Orlando to go. I really like I want to take the good classes. I want to go to LA and just like
mhm.
see how bad I've gotten.
Oh, I'm sure it's like riding a bike, right?
Oh, I don't know about that.
And ballet specific, were you trained in any other genres of dance?
Yeah, so ballet was my best genre. It was I don't know, I think it's just because I was tall and thin and I just kind of had like that ballerina physique growing up, but I did jazz, tap, ballet, hip hop, acrobatics. I pretty much tried everything except ballroom. I never got into the
Mm.
ballroom.
Well, it makes sense because if your TikTok and all these dances, I would like sit there and watch them, and like in my mind, I forgot that you're like a professional dancer. But how could she move like that? Like I have no
Oh,
rhythm. Like they're so good.
thank you. I watch them, and although I have fun doing them, I actually cringe when I watch them back. I'm like,
Really?
I'll
Are
post it, but I'm not going to say I'm happy about it.
are there dogs watching you when you're doing these dances?
Yes, and sometimes they like walk on in as I'm trying to film one. I'm like, well, now I'm going to film another one.
Oh, how are the doggies doing? Are they all there somewhere? You
Yes, they
got
are. I
three
just put them
boys.
out. I put them outside because otherwise they would just be all up in my business. But they're doing good. Chief had his yearly shots today,
Nice.
so he's growing up. He's a big boy now.
How old are they? Three of them?
Sheriff is 5, Marshall is 2, and Chief is 1.
No, are there going to be more additions, or you think three is where we're capping it?
We were just talking about that today. There's this one dog, his name's Jerome, and he's at Paul Works, which is a rescue in California, and I want him so bad. And he hasn't been adopted yet, but four dogs in one house, like,
Why not?
well, I don't know. You convince the husband.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, we can work on that. We'll work on that. So something else that you did recently, which was really cool and you worked really hard for, you were in a fitness competition, your first one ever. You said that was a personal goal, and you didn't just do it, you placed. Talk about that whole journey and why you decided to do that.
So I had wanted to do a fitness competition for years. Dating back to like 2011 is when I probably first said I'd love to do one of those. So I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but I love food. I love pizza. I like just, eating what I kind of want kind of thing. So the restriction of it, I was always like, I'm not sure if I can do that. But then one day my coach was like, I've got clients in this competition in 3 weeks. And I was like, 3 weeks? I think I can do it for 3 weeks. And I just did. I just committed like that. Literally in that moment, in that gym session, I was like, yep, I'm doing it. That exact same day, I had already organized, getting my bikini made. I had organized shoes. I had organized posing classes. Hair and makeup, like everything. I was all in on it. But that was another thing this year, I feel like, is just I have been very focused on personal growth and pushing myself and just growing and becoming, the woman that I want to be. So that had a lot to do with it. It was on my bucket list. I was able to tick that off. So that was a tough experience, but I'm so glad that I did it.
Yeah, and I'm sure you got, a good response from fans who were watching you kind of embark on this journey that none of us even knew that you were interested in until it happened.
Yeah, there was definitely my fair share of supportive fans, and then there was a fair share of those who wanted to comment,
of
whatever.
Course. Of course. Listen, what is the cliches? Let your haters be your motivators.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, that's what you should start saying. I let my haters be. I have no idea I don't even know where I pulled that out from. It works. So yeah, well, I think that's really cool. Like you said, 2020 has been a tough year on literally everybody.
Yeah.
And if we come out of this year without growing, it's kind of like, what was it all for? So yeah. I think it's really admirable. Any other personal goals, even again outside of the ring, that you have your eye on?
There's so much that I just want to do, and my husband says to me all the time, like, stop overloading yourself, because I kind of like put too much on my plate, and then I there's literally not enough hours in the day for everything that I want to do. But I feel like every day there's something new that I want to do, or something new that I want to try, something new that I want to tick off my bucket list or commit myself to, and it's just kind of like picking what's important during this time of my life. But yeah, there's always something.
What about skydiving? You want to go skydiving? Which one?
Hell no. Stay away from me.
We were talking about you guys doing the CN Tower. I don't know why we were talking about it when you and Billy Kay went with Kathy, and I was like, I want to make it a personal goal of mine to get these two in an airplane, and we're gonna all jump out together.
Kayla, don't say that. So I was annoyed at that whole situation because I didn't have a choice in the matter. They put it in my app and they started doing the CN Tower. And I was like, whatever, this is my appearance for this day. And then Billy says to me, do you know what the CN Tower is? And I was like, I mean, not really. And she showed me pictures and I was like, you gotta be kidding. I'm not doing that. And I was freaking out the whole way up there, and Billy was fine. And then it's like we switched as soon as I got out there. She was like freaking out, and I was like, not that I wasn't freaking out because I was, but I was just like, just testing the waters. Kathy, oh my gosh, that girl is fearless.
She's fearless.
Holy
I know.
Cow. I was like,
yeah, fearless. I always thought I was fearless, and then I met her, and I was like, you know what? You do it.
Yeah.
I'll take the pictures.
Yeah.
Did you watch that back?
Yeah, I did. It was enjoyable to watch back, but at the expense of my biggest fear.
Okay, 2020 is personal growth. Doesn't mean we have to go jump off buildings or out of airplanes or bungee jumping or anything like that.
Not a chance. Not a
What
chance.
is what is like your, are you frozen? Oh, there you go. Just
Am I-
being free. Instagram is very hit or miss. Sometimes they're great, but like lately they've been causing me some issues. Um, with all this free time, extra time, because we're at home, which has
Yeah.
been wonderful blessing in disguise. I
Yeah.
haven't been on an airplane since March.
Oh,
What have been some ways you've been like your pastime outside of the thousand other things that you're doing, like fitness competitions and stuff like that? What do you like to do?
So I just love right now, because same thing, I haven't been on a plane in months. I just love that I'm in a routine, a daily routine. I wake up, I walk my dogs, I work out, I have my breakfast at the same time. I can go to wrestling training in the afternoons, and I can go to bed at a certain time, and I can go to my bed at a certain
Yep.
time. So
Yeah.
I think that's been so good for my mental health this year. And that standpoint, I feel like I'm thriving this year. I hate traveling. Literally getting on a plane makes me physically ill. So doing that every single
Oh,
week
wow.
it was just like last year was such a tough year, because we were tag team champions. We were on
Oh,
everything,
yeah.
traveling, all the time. And I know everyone else does too. I just really struggle with planes.
Yeah. I didn't know that about you actually. So, I mean, I guess is it like kind of, the height thing or just all of it together? Just,
I don't know, and I kind of want to get to the bottom of it, but it would be like, it got to a point towards like the end of last year where I would be driving myself to the airport, and as soon as I saw a plane, I would feel like my stomach just turn upside down.
oh,
And
wow.
it was just not fun. And then being on planes, if I'm not in the window seat, if I can't like have the window open and look outside, I am like
I'm
freaking out.
I'm kind of like that too. I always like to snag that window.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like you have a little more control in the situation.
Somehow, yes.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Well, again, sorry for bringing up skydiving. I honestly didn't know, but like I think that, again, it's blessing in disguise for all of us this year because yeah, that travel
Absolutely.
schedule could get crazy. I think a lot of us are looking forward to parts of being on the road again, and like
Yeah.
it's a way we all bond and
Yeah.
hopefully get in front of these fans again
Yes.
before too long. What's it been like being in the Thunderdome for you? I mean, it's so futuristic and cool, right?
I know. So the first time I was in the Thunderdome, I was like, my like depth perception was off because of all the screens.
It's like vertigo almost when you're
Yeah. And so then and I know this is weird, the ring is a square, but I don't know where I am. I can't work it out because normally I would like know there's the fans, so this is where I am in the ring, but then it's just screens and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But I've gotten used to it now. It's cool. I love it.
I know. It's like the future. No, I feel you. I can't even imagine having to wrestle. I even like me getting into the ring to do like a post-match interview. I have to almost just block out all the screens because it does. It kind of like messes with your head a little bit, but it's just not used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're in a second. I'm gonna do a little quick fire game. It's a way we just let fans kind of know things about you. But I did want to acknowledge that last week was Eddie Guerrero's birthday. You went to social media and you posted, let me read what you said. There would be no Peyton without you. I'm forever grateful, inspired, and blessed. And it's Hispanic Heritage Month, and it's something that we've all been, acknowledging. So for the fans of his, and of course, for anyone who doesn't know much about him and your connection, why does he mean so much to you?
He was the first superstar that I was ever drawn to. His charisma, his personality, he just the way he moved in the ring, and I was so entertained by him. He just inspired me instantly. Like I can't even put into words. I wouldn't have dreamt of being a WWE superstar if it wasn't for him. I was so inspired by him, and I still am to this day. And I'm so thankful that he was my inspiration because I started watching wrestling when I was 9 or 10 years old. And I watch his matches back now, and to me, he is the greatest of all time. He could do everything. There's nothing Eddie couldn't do. So I'm like, when I watch back, I'm like, wow, like a 10-year-old girl who really didn't have much appreciation for what it was like to be in the ring and everything that it took to be a WWE superstar. I'm so proud that he was the one that I was so drawn to. So literally without him, I wouldn't have been a fan of wrestling. I wouldn't have wanted to follow in his footsteps and become a WWE superstar. And even to this day, I still strive to make him proud because of everything that he kind of gave back to me. So, yeah.
That's so, I love that. You know, it'd be really cool one day at a WrestleMania when you're main eventing for a title or defending a title and your entrance, you should get a lowrider and you should come into that. Yeah, that would be like the coolest thing, right?
The coolest thing. I always try to do something that honors him in my matches or for big matches. Like WrestleMania last year, I wore gear that was inspired by him, or I tried to do something from his move set that he's so athletic, and then here I come trying to do, you know, Eddie Guerrero dives and rolls, and but I always think of him and what can I do to honor him.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I'm gonna push that. I'm gonna remind you every year that, and I'll even drive for you.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, we'll have like the hydraulics. Yeah, all that cool stuff.
Amazing.
Well, Peyton, you're so great, and I've loved you I have always loved you, but real quickly, for those who don't know, when I was at NXT, I didn't know anything about, you know, Billie Kay and Peyton and their characters. And we were in a promo class where, you know, learning how to cut promos, and I was interviewing them. And they cut this crazy promo, but I thought they were really upset with me. And they were so mean. And I was so scared. Of course, as soon as the camera stopped, you were very nice and came up and made sure I was okay. But, man, my first impression, you did get me. And you guys still get me. It's still. All right, so this game, it's literally just a rapid fire, random questions. And just answer, like, the first thing that kind of comes to your mind.
All right, hit me.
Okay. First,
yeah.
What is in your refrigerator right now?
Celsius.
Ooh. Your favorite fast food chain / cheat meal?
Oh, pizza.
Yes. Okay. Stupidest dare you've ever accepted? If there is one.
Dare? I don't. Dare?
Okay.
Sorry. Like, pass. Skip.
Okay, we can pass that one. What color is your toothbrush?
White.
Oh, wow. What is like one of your quirkiest, maybe that your husband or your best friend says one of your biggest quirks?
That I always have. When I make my breakfast, I eat it a very particular way. Like
Are you one of those only eats one thing at a time?
No, well, so I make things individually, but then I'll place it together and eat it like a sandwich. But then I'll cut it and have it on my fork. Okay,
I need to have breakfast with you because I just want to watch. I don't know what you're talking about, but I want to watch this. Or just film it. Oh my God, I don't even know what that. Okay. All right. Teenager Peyton. 3 words to describe her.
Oh, very shy. A dreamer. And nice.
Great. Those are all great. Were you, because you're obviously super like funny and goofy. Is that not what you were like? Did that develop over time? See, I feel like you're hilarious.
See, I don't think so. I think being in a tag team with Billie for so long, and before the world really knew who she was, I always said she's the funniest person I know. So being by her side, I kind of got she's kind of funny too, but I'm really not. I'm shy and I am a goofball, but only when I'm really comfortable.
Yeah.
So I'm not funny, but thank you.
You are funny. Don't sell yourself short. Maybe Billie brought that out in you, but like you are, I think, an effortlessly funny. Like I don't think a lot of people are actually funny, and you do really make me laugh, like genuinely. So
that's nice. Thank you.
Don't tell anyone. Okay. Let's say there's a movie about your life. Who plays you?
Ooh, Sandra Bullock.
Oh, nice.
I love her.
There was a Sandra-thon on the other night, and I sat and just watched all of her movies.
She's the best.
She really is. I like that, Sandra Bullock. All right, only a couple more. Do you have an embarrassing story of something that happened in a match that maybe no one caught, but you knew it happened?
Yes. So it was NXT Takeover Toronto, I think. And we had a 6-woman tag on the pre-show. And so this was my first time kind of at a takeover, and I was dealing with certain things like behind the scenes that I had to make sure I did, blah, blah, whatever. So I was like so focused on that. And then I was in my tag corner and I had to switch sides, but the corner posts are these huge, gigantic digital technology things. And as I tried to like get to the other side, I got stuck, like holding on for dear life, like a koala to this thing. And Billy's there laughing at me because she could see me stuck. And then I like had to just take the leap of faith and jump around, broke my nail in the meantime. And I thought, oh, they won't see that. It was just on the corner for a couple seconds. And then I watch it back and then they're filming the action. And all of a sudden they just pan to me stuck like.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh no. Am I frozen?
Stuck?
They're freezing. No. This does this. Let's see. I'm gonna give it 2 seconds, see if it fixes itself. Come on, Instagram. Am I frozen on my end?
Oh, yeah, okay, you are. I just took a screen cap of it.
Oh, great. Am I unfrozen?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Can't wait to see that screen cap. Last but not least, before I let you go, I always like to end on this. Despite the big change that you are now about to embark on as a singles competitor on Monday Night Raw, what is your favorite thing about being a WWE superstar?
Oh my gosh. Just one thing. I'm living my dream. So the fact that I can make our fans feel a way that my favorite superstars, Eddie Guerrero, made me feel as I was growing up. My favorite thing is to be able to give that to someone else, to inspire someone else to follow their dreams and never give up until they achieve it. That is my favorite thing.
I love that. And it will be cool one day down the road when someone was watching you when they were 9 years old and they got to become a WWE superstar and they can say, I used to watch Peyton Royce and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. That's going to be the biggest reward and full circle thing. And it's going to happen.
Absolutely. It makes me teary just thinking about it.
Well, Peyton, thank you for coming on the Braxton Beat.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we can do this again sometime. I will miss you. I'll see you monthly at pay-per-view, or I'll just come visit you since again you're down the road. So
come see the dogs.
I want to come hang out with the dogs, and we can make a dancing TikTok. You could teach me how to.
And maybe we can cook because you're a good cook.
Yeah, let's do it. This is done. It's a date.
All right.
All right. You
Thanks for having
me. Of your day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.